Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you the 2023 Genesis GV80. This one has the Prestige package and the Advanced package, and the price on this one is almost $70,000. But let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there is a 2.5 turbocharged inline 4. It is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 20 in the city, 24 highway, and 22 combined. Here is my SRP sticker of this 2023 Genesis GV80. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $69,335. If you guys are curious about the color is called Cardiff Green, and it does look pretty good on this Genesis GV80. Probably it's kind of hard to see it over the camera, but in person, this green looks honestly amazing. I'm gonna zoom into this color and show you how it looks. It does have a ton of metallics on it, and just looks very nice. Again, this one has the Advanced and the Prestige package, and I really love those 22-inch rims. They are part of the Prestige package. The grille looks nice. It is nice and big, finished in chrome. It does have a front-facing camera. The 360 camera quality is seriously amazing. Here is the Genesis logo, and I really like the sharp lines on the hood. And for the headlights, everything right here in the front is LED, and that's expected from a $70,000 SUV. And I really like the split design. The daytime running lights are the same place as the turn signal indicators, so when you activate the turn signal indicators, they will replace the daytime running lights. There is some front parking sensors, and here is a sensor for the emergency braking, and there is a bottom grille. It is finished in flat black, and a little bit of chrome on the side. And overall, this thing looks very nice and sharp. And again guys, for 2023, basically it's just a carryover. Nothing was changed. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Genesis GV80. Here is the side view of this Genesis GV80, and honestly the side view looks very good. And when the sun is hitting this color, you could just see a ton of metallics in it. Anyways, this one is equipped with the Prestige package. So basically the Prestige package adds those 22-inch rims. The size is 265/40/22. They're finished in chrome, and I think the size is very good. Yes, there is a little bit of rubber, but those rims just give this SUV a nicer look. There is some chrome in the bottom. There is a little bit of chrome back there, and overall I think Genesis did a great job with the design. That's where the turn signal indicators are, so there is no turn signal indicators on the mirrors. Genesis placed them on the fender, and I think they look very good. All the window trims are finished in chrome, and the mirrors do have a camera on them and the blind spot monitoring system. And on the roof there is some brushed aluminum roof rails and a panoramic sunroof, and overall I think the design looks very good. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this GV80. Here is the back of this SUV, and the back looks beautiful just like the front and the side. And by the way, with the Prestige package, actually the Advanced package, you get electronically controlled suspension, and you get the Smart Park, which is a nice feature, but sometimes it's a little bit on the slower side. I'll go ahead and show you that in a bit. So for the tail lights, they mimic the headlights, and everything right here in the back is LED, which is expected again for an expensive SUV like this GV80. Here is the wiper. I really wish that Genesis hid it underneath the spoiler. I think it would have looked a little bit nice. And there is the third brake located on the spoiler. I'll show you that when I use the Smart Park. All-wheel drive badge is on the right. Genesis is written back here, nice and big, and GV80 badge is all the way to the left. All the badges are finished in chrome. There is some rear parking sensors here. Reflectors, they're actually very big, and there's some chrome underneath the reflectors. The exhaust tips are not connected to the exhaust pipes, and I really wish they were. So there is fake exhaust tips, and they're finished in chrome, which is nice. This whole thing right here in the bottom is finished in gloss black, and the reverse lights are located all the way in the bottom, and they're of course LED. And here is the backup camera. And overall I think Genesis did a great job with the back of this GV80. And I completely forgot, but the button for the liftgate is located where the wiper is. Here's the key of this Genesis GV80. It's a little bit on the bigger side, but it does feel nice and solid. And the only reason it's big is because it has a ton of buttons on it. It has 8 buttons on it. So there is the lock, unlock, remote start, smart park, tailgate release, panic button, and a button to turn on the lights. let me go ahead and turn on the SUV. So basically lock it once and the remote start the SUV to use the smart park feature. So if you want to move it to the back, hold the back button and the SUV will go in reverse. By the way guys, the third brake light looks very, very nice. And if you want to move it to the front, just go ahead and hold the front button. And turn off the SUV, just hold down the remote start button. So very easy to use, a little bit on the slower side though. Liftgate opens nice and quick. And by the way, this GV80 has the beige interior. I think it looks very, very nice. And inside there is a ton of space, and the opening is nice and big. And the floor, the loading floor, is a little bit on the higher side, but still, I think getting things in and out is very easy. 2 buttons to drop the second row down, 12 volt. Here is an LED light. This whole thing is carpet, by the way, and I think this is a vent if I'm not mistaken. And here is the speaker, another speaker on the other side, a little bit of storage place on the right with a light, and underneath there is a little bit of storage place. That's where the privacy cover is located. And if you actually open this more, let's see if I could do that with one hand, there is more storage place down there, and there is a little bit more storage place right here. So good amount of storage places. And by the way, there is another storage place right here on the right. Let me see if I could open this. So if you remove the privacy cover, this is storage place. And yeah, overall, very good amount of space in the back of this GV80. Up there, there is 2 buttons. There is a button for the lift gate to close it, and the other button is actually for the lift gate as well, but it will close the lift gate and lock this SUV. Here is the door handle. The top portion of it is finished in chrome. The bottom portion of it, or the rest of it, is finished in the same color as this SUV. There is a sensor behind this door handle. That's how you unlock this SUV. And to lock it, there is a sensor right here. Just go ahead and tap on it, and this will take care of locking the SUV. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel looks pretty good. It is finished in light brown and beige, and this top portion right here is nice and soft. So literally everything on this door panel is soft except the bottom, which is completely fine. I really love the wood. I love the stitching. Door handle feels nice and light but solid at the same time. Memory seats, speaker, and a tweeter. Another speaker in the bottom. By the way, this GV80 has the Lexicon sound system. All the window switches, mirror controls, everything looks very high and premium quality. And this is nice and soft. I really wish the armrest was a tiny bit soft. And there is this brushed aluminum trim. I think it does look good. This thing right here is extremely soft. I love the stitching and I really love the design. In the bottom there is an okay storage place. I really wish it was a tiny bit deeper. And here is a speaker. It does say Lexicon on it. And this is actually not plastic. This is soft. It does have that plastic look to it, but this is actually soft. This is soft, which is very, very impressive. Even the inside is soft, so good job, Genesis. So every single thing on this door panel is soft, and I really like that. And as I said, it doesn't have the beige interior. Seats are extremely comfortable. I really love the design, and I really love the black piping. And here is the Argo massaging button, seat controls, lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Genesis GV80, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Genesis GV80. It does look very, very nice from the inside, and it is nice and spacious. And again, guys, I really love the beige interior. I think it brightens up the interior of this GV80. Steering wheel design looks okay. A lot of people hate it, and a lot of people don't mind it. So I personally think it looks alright. It does have that luxury look to it. Definitely not the sporty look. So yeah, I really don't mind it. The steering wheel itself is actually very light, so driving around parking lots like this one is very easy. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather. It is nice and thick, and overall, I really like the steering wheel. Right here on the left, there is the phone controls, volume controls, voice command, favorite button, and on the right is the safety features. So cruise controls, the adaptive cruise control, steering assist, and yeah, basically all the nice safety features. This button right here will control the center of this 12.3 inch screen. So this is an LCD screen, and this is part of a package. I can't remember if it was under the Advanced or Prestige. I think it is the Prestige package, if I'm not mistaken. Behind the steering wheel, there's some paddle shifters. They feel nice and solid, and I really like the brushed aluminum around the steering wheel. On the left, there is the headlight controls, and on the right is the wiper controls. And here is the engine start-stop. It is located behind the wiper stock, and this whole thing right here is nice and soft. I love the stitching. Everything just looks very, very nice. And down here there is an air vent, and there's some brushed aluminum around it. And in the bottom there is the branded control, engine shut off, traction control, tailgate release, and the e-brake. I really love the placement of the engine shut off. A lot of companies put it in the center, and yeah, I just don't really like that. So this GV80, it's placed in a very nice place. Here is the 14.5 inch screen. Honestly, it looks amazing, and I think it's the best looking screen on the market. So it has a ton of things in it, and overall the style just looks amazing. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, and the backup camera is very impressive in this Genesis GV80. So it does have the normal backup camera, does have the 360, and does have the 3D view, and the 3D view just honestly looks amazing. So Genesis did a great job with the 3D view. It looks seriously amazing. There is, of course, the down view, there is the rim view, and impressive backup camera. And as I mentioned, it does have the massaging seats. So you click the button on the seat, and then it could do a whole body stretching. And it's not really massaging, but it does do the job. And air vents look good. I really like the stitching. This is nice and soft. This whole thing right here is nice and soft. Climate controls are very easy to use. This one has the track climate control, and this is part of the package. I can't remember what package was it. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Prestige package. There's some shortcuts right here. You could click on navigation, that will take you straight to, actually if you click on map, that will take you straight to the navigation. And here is the temperature control, displays it in those two small screens. Here is the fan speed, and you get that haptic feedback. Cold seats, 3 stages. Heated seats, 3 stages. Heated steering wheel, 2 stages. And here is the off button and auto function. And in the bottom there is a wireless phone charger, 2 USBs, and right here there is 2 cup holders, nice and big. I really like the trim Genesis used around the cup holders. And here is the volume knob, tune knob or tune wheel, back, home, and menu. So you could just click home, that will take you back to the main menu. Here is the brake hold, and this right here, it will control the screen. So you could go left and right, and you could go to a specific menu by clicking on it. So very easy to use. And yes, there is a ton of things, a ton of settings in this screen, but I think it's something you could get used to very quick. Here is the shifter that will control the 8-speed automatic transmission, reverse, drive. Here is the park button, and if you want to put it in neutral, just slightly move it to the left from park, and that will put it in neutral. Brake hold, and right here there is a few buttons. There is the hill descent. You could lock all the wheels so they spin at the same time if you're stuck in snow or mud. Here is the drive mode, parking sensors, and a button to turn on the camera. Let me go ahead and show you the drive modes. So there is snow, eco, comfort, sport, and custom. So good amount of drive modes, and the gauges do change. So I really like the graphics, and everything is nice and responsive. Nothing is laggy, and this is nice and soft. This whole thing right here is finished in tan, and inside there is good amount of storage place. There is this small tray, but there is no 12 volt or any USBs inside, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it is nice and deep. And here is the rear view mirror, frameless mirror, and under there is the garage controls. And here is the glasses holder. There is touch sensitive LED lights, and I really like what Genesis did, so paying attention to details is very good in this GV80. And this button right here will turn on all the lights in this GV80. I think this is their customer service, if I'm not mistaken, SOS. This button right here will keep the lights off when the doors are open, and it does have a panoramic sunroof or dual sunroof. The sunroof opens a little bit on the slower side. Let's see if I could open it more. So this is the max it goes, and it does open a good amount. And for the visor is extremely soft, and inside there is a very good size mirror and an LED light. Here is a back door panel, and the back door panel has a nice design to it, just like the front. In the back there is a privacy screen, and this right here is nice and soft. I really like this wood trim with the stitching. Door handle feels a little bit on the lighter side, speakers or tweeters, and the armrest is nice and soft. I really like this beige right here. It is nice and soft, just like the front, more of that brushed aluminum. And in the bottom there's a little bit of storage place. This is actually soft, just like the front, so Genesis did not cheap out. Back here, Lexicon sound system, and here is the window switch. All windows are automatic up and down. Back seats are nice and spacious, good amount of leg room, and headroom is very, very good, and that's expected from an SUV. Design of those back seats is good. This handle right here will control the recline, and this right here will basically push the seat to the front. And there is an armrest back here, good size cup holders. This right here will open basically the armrest or the storage place. And by the way, this is nice and soft. And let's hop inside, because back here there is climate controls, and this is part of the Prestige package. Air vents look very good. The surrounding is finished in brushed aluminum. And back here there is heated seats. You could control the climate controls from here. And there is, I think, 2 USBs back here. Yeah, so there's 2 USBs back here with an AC outlet. And that's how the front of this Genesis GV80 looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Genesis GV80. I would like to thank Isom and Genesis of Milford for providing me this GV80. If you guys are around, and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. This is the first Genesis GV80 they get, so if you guys are interested in this one, it's not sold, come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.